Hi, good morning, North Shore Science. A few things I would like to go over today. If you are not going to join our Google Meets, make sure you're watching this entire video. What you're going to need for next week, you will need a notebook, preferably a composition notebook, but any notebook will work. A pen or pencil, maybe some highlighters if you have them for when we start writing down some new vocabulary, and then, of course, a charged iPad. Hopefully, you guys are remembering to plug that in at night so it will um, be charged for the entire next day. Important information, that's why it's highlighted. We will only meet synchronously, meaning face to face on a Google Meet next week on Thursday. So you do still have science on Tuesday and Thursday, but on Tuesday, I'm just going to post the lesson and you can show up at the Ask the Teacher office hours between 1:10 and 2 on any of the days next week if you have questions on it. And then we're going to meet on Thursday together for our Google Meet and play a game together and learn more about how we're going to do science this year. So, no face to face video meeting on Tuesday, only Thursday next week. And again, you can always join the Ask the Teacher office hours if you have questions. Right, let me see if I can get my iPad up here. There we go. I'm going to go through today's lesson with you. So let's open up Schoology, courses, life science. Great. So remember today is cycle 1, week 1, September 8th through September 11th. And we look here, let's go ahead and look through our work plan. So at this point, you should have already submitted Wednesday's assignment. I've gone through and graded most of those. So check your grades because I am leaving comments on them. So make sure you're going back and you're checking your grades. Otherwise, I'm spending a lot of time leaving comments for no reason. So Wednesday was the virtual scavenger hunt, and you completed a Google form telling us a little bit about you and how you learn best. And today, our goal is to describe our Cycle 1 theme, which is connections, and how it relates to what we're going to be studying in science. So today, your assignment will be your Cycle 1 theme cover letter, which you'll read, annotate, answer some questions, and submit on Schoology. So let's open up Friday's folder here. Remember, it's green because that's the current folder. I've already turned Wednesday blue because that's passed, right? All right, so we have our Ignite, Chunk, Chew, and Review, those 4 sections we said that are going to be in most of our lessons. So our Ignite for today is just to start thinking about our cycle theme. In the discussion, respond to both the questions. Please try to use complete sentences. This is 7th and 8th grade. What does the word connections mean to you? It says to you, not to Google, not to the dictionary, right? So use your brain. What do you think of when you think of the word connections? And number 2, what is an example of a connection in nature or our environment? So one example I came up with is birds connecting with each other through their bird calls or songs. So you can think of other plants, animals, um, things within the environment that might connect to each other, and add that in the discussion. Then you can move on to the chunk section of your lesson for today. And this is a great video that Miss Heather put together. So just to learn more about our cycle themes, why we have them at Parkway Montessori, what our other cycle themes are for the entire year. And if you're wondering, the dates for the cycle themes, those are also on here. So you know when cycle 1 ends. Because again, that's also the end of the quarter. So that's kind of when grades become final. And you need to make sure that you have all of your work and you're happy with your test and quiz scores by then, because grades will be due on November 13th. And then we move on to cycle 2, 3, and 4, and then it'll take us to the end of the year. So watch Miss Heather's video, and then we move on to number 3 and number 4, the chew and the review. All right. So your chew, remember that's your actively processing new information. You'll open the attached PDF, cover letter cycle 1 connections, You'll read and annotate the cover letter, learn how our cycle theme connections relates to what we'll be studying in science. The annotation guide is attached, so please try to include at least 2 annotations. You can click here to have the cover letter read to you as you read through it, if it's easier for you to listen as you read. And then your review is to answer the 2 questions on our Cycle 1 cover letter and use the sentence starters that Ms. Kelsey has provided if needed. Write complete sentences and submit your work to this assignment on Schoology for credit. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that will look like. So here we have our cover letter. So that's only 2 pages. Okay. And so you'll read and annotate. Remember, at least 2 annotations. More would be great if you're really thinking about our new cycle theme and how it connects to everything we're going to be learning, or maybe what's going on in the world right now. So read through it and do some annotations, and then you'll answer these 2 questions, right? Question 1 is to write 4 complete sentences. And we are going to be looking at this now that it's 7th and 8th grade. We kind of want to see where we're at with writing paragraphs, complete paragraphs, and putting your thoughts down about the quote that you'll read. And then number 2, why is it important to understand how things connect, right? Why do we really look at all those connections around us? And if you have forgot, which I completely understand, it's been a while since we've read and annotated something, the annotation guide is also attached if you forgot the symbols that we use. But remember, when you're annotating, it's like you're having a conversation with the author, right? As if you're discussing what you're thinking. Show what you're thinking through your annotations. So if you find something that's surprising, you'll put the exclamation part, but then you'll also type or write next to it on the cover letter, I think this is surprising because, and you'll finish that sentence. Or if you think that there's a really important part in there, you'll use this little star asterisk. And then next to that, you would write, I think this is important because, or this stands out because, and you'll finish that sentence, okay? All right. And if you need more help with annotating, please let Miss Kelsey or I know, and we can do another mini lesson on that if you would like help. So if we're looking at the assignment, there is a rubric attached. So you will be graded on a 4-point scale. In order to earn all 4 points, you need to include at least 2 annotations and completely answer those last 2 questions. So look at the rubric if you need to figure out how you got a certain score or what score you would like to get. Right, and that is it for Friday. Don't forget, you have science on A days. So next week it's just Tuesday, Thursday. But like I said at the beginning of this video, we're only going to meet on Google Meet on Thursday. Tuesday, you're going to log in, you're going to watch whatever video I post and try to complete the lesson on your own. If you have questions, you're going to show up in the afternoon to the Ask the Teacher time using the code Ask Miss K. Have a great day, and I'll see you later.